Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. To enhance the value of each session, the good counselor usually assigns homework. Here's what I do to try to make the most of that. Now, much of this should be of value not just to therapists, counselors, and coaches, but to any of us in our self-improvement efforts. First, what homework? Near the end of a session, I'll typically ask the client to summarize what he or she wants to remember from the session. That boosts the chance that he or she will consider material from early in the session, not just that at the end. The client's response primes him or her for my typical next question. So, is there a homework assignment you would do eagerly? Where possible, I try to say yes to their idea because self-assigned homework considers many factors: their perceived self-efficacy, their motivation, and how much time they have available. My assent also empowers the client. That said, some other homework may be sufficiently more helpful as to justify my responding by saying something like, do you think it's wiser to do that assignment or to do, and then I would insist what I think, I would say what I think is better. If the client doesn't readily accept my alternative, I'll either accept that, or if I think it's diagnostically significant, I might ask, what do you think is the reason you prefer your assignment? Here are some examples of homework. At least for the rest of today, every time you're about to drink something, say aloud the behavior change you're trying to make this week. Another example of homework. For the rest of today, keep a log of what you've done regarding your job search. For the rest of today, log what's going through your mind at the moment of truth when you should do something but are resisting. Between now and next session, practice just one thing, being appropriately more assertive or less, whatever is appropriate. Log your successes, failures, and the reason behind each. Identify 3 ideal employers and draft a letter to each in which you request a conversation. Bring the draft to our next session. And a final example of homework is, draft what you would like to say to that person you want to break up with. Practice it and deliver the message. Or we can practice it and maybe revise it together next session. Now I want to talk about preparing the client for success in doing their homework. Sometimes the client needs a jump start if he or she is to do the homework well. For example, if we agree that the client's going to try to identify 5 people with the power to hire him or her for the target job, I'll ask something like, do you think you'll be able to unearth those yourself, or should we identify 1 together and you do the other 4 at home? Another example of how I might help a client jumpstart. Let's say the client wants to reach out to friends to get job leads, and I sense that the pitch is going to be weak. I might ask, so, what are you going to say that's going to make the person want to really tout you to a potential employer? We might role play that until both of us feel the pitch is good. We always record sessions, so at home the client can listen to the role play before practicing. Some clients, particularly procrastinators, are helped by scheduling time to do the homework. In those cases, I might ask, would it help to schedule a regular time each day or each week that you treat as inviolately as you would a doctor's appointment? If after all that I'm still not confident that the client will do the homework, I'll often ask something like, if we were in Vegas, should I bet big that you'll do the homework and do it well? Or should I bet only a small amount? Or should I bet against you? Unless the client says, you should bet big, I'll ask, well, what could change so that it was a sure bet? Sometimes that could be a change of assignment. Sometimes it's a reminder of the risk-reward ratio of trying it is good. And occasionally, it's a sign that there's a deeper problem that needs to be tackled next session. Finally, I will sometimes ask the client, would it be helpful to you if each night before you go to bed, you email me the letter grade you'd give yourself for your homework efforts and results that day? Now let's turn to the next session. Let's say the client comes back the next session and reports having done the homework. My typical response is, great. You want to tell or show me what you've done in case I have some feedback that might be helpful? If the client doesn't do the homework, my typical response in a not school-marmy way is, well, there are many reasons one might not do homework. You were too busy, or it was too hard, or you ended up feeling it wasn't worthwhile, or something else. What was the case with you? And now, would you like to try any of the aforementioned ideas in your doing homework or assigning it to others? In any event, I do thank you for watching. I'm Marty Nemko. I do welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments. I love it when you hit the share button below and share on your social media so that my efforts have hopefully greater impact, and I'm always flattered if you subscribe to my channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.